Indoor vertical farms are state-of-the-art controlled environment agriculture. This farming method maximizes yield, optimizes space, and reduces water use by up to 95%, all while eliminating pesticides and herbicides. The arrival of 3 specially designed containers and 4 compact units on the island on July 4th from the Netherlands will signal the beginning of the first farming project of its kind in the region. Minister of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security Indar Weir says the introduction of vertical farming is coming at a time when statistics show a decline in local vegetable and fruit production linked to climate change.
We would immediately have them assemble and start the training here in July. And it's a good thing too, because July is right into our hurricane season, and therefore, as we all know, when we get into heavy rainfall, a lot of the crops, the leafy green crops especially, are impacted by floods. So everything is really timely. What I'm hoping for is that by the end of this year, we would have a full set of these farms assembled across Barbados.
Sustainability benefits of indoor vertical farming include space saving, water saving, no pesticides, reduction in transport, higher yields, more efficient use of resources, reduced food waste, and carbon-negative farming. Co-founder and director for business development with Indoor Vertical Farm, Bernard Slicer, says mainly leafy vegetables will be grown during the pilot project.
The total of these 3 containers is approximately then 96 square meters of growing surface, which will, based on leafy greens, if we take romaine as an example, we will be producing 18 times per year. So where often outside you might have 2, maybe 3 harvests per year, we can do 18 cycles per year. That will produce approximately 21,000 kilos of lettuce, romaine lettuce, per year.
The compact units will be strategically placed across the island for training purposes.
These units are approximately 3.5 meters wide, 2 meters high and 1.2 meters deep. Glass on both sides, so they could be placed in the middle of a room and then can be entered from either side. Now, these units are especially useful for R&D on, for example, new plant types or plant recipes, training purposes.
Once the containers and units are set up, the training will begin. Indoor Vertical Farm will be bringing a plant scientist, agronomist, and an operational officer to facilitate the training. Local companies will also be engaged in the installation and maintenance of these farms. The 2025 to 2026 budget has made provisions for $5 million to be allocated for farmers to access indoor vertical farms to produce leafy green vegetables. The objective is for Barbados to eventually produce its own gourmet vegetables and fruits, used particularly in the tourism industry through indoor farming. Anesta Henry, CBC News.